Hello, fellow travelers. Let's talk about Global Entry, one of my favorite tools for making travel less stressful. Think of Global Entry as your personal fast pass through U.S. immigration. Instead of waiting to see an officer, you simply head to a designated kiosk, scan your passport and fingerprints, and you're on your way. One of the best parts about Global Entry is that it automatically includes TSA PreCheck. For a 5-year membership, this small investment of time and money pays for itself after just a couple of trips. It's open to U.S. citizens, lawful permanent residents, and citizens of several other partner countries. Global Entry isn't just a luxury, it's a practical tool that gives you back the most precious commodity of all, time. It's about starting and ending your adventures on a positive, stress-free note. Getting Global Entry can take a while. It's incredibly popular. More travelers than ever are signing up. This surge in demand has strained the CBP agents who manage applications. Another factor is the thorough vetting process, including background checks. This can take weeks to months. The biggest bottleneck is scheduling the in-person interview. Enrollment centers have limited appointments booked months in advance. Remember that you're in a very long line of savvy travelers. There are proactive steps you can take to navigate the system efficiently. Your journey to faster Global Entry approval starts with the application. This is your best opportunity to avoid delays. Ensure all information matches your official documents, especially your passport exactly. Include your full legal name, date of birth, and place of birth. Typos or nicknames can flag your application, adding weeks to your wait. Provide a complete list of addresses, employment, and international travel for the last 5 years. The system verifies this information, and discrepancies cause delays. Be completely honest about any past arrests or convictions, even if expunged. Failing to disclose is providing false information and can get your application denied. Before you submit and pay the non-refundable fee, review everything. Have someone look it over. A clean, accurate application allows quick processing, paving the way for conditional approval and your Global Entry card. Subscribe for more adventures. Just like planning a vacation, timing your Global Entry application can make a world of difference. Most people decide they need Global Entry right before a big international trip, which often falls during peak travel seasons like summer or the winter holidays. This is when application volumes skyrocket, overwhelming the system and leading to longer processing times for everyone. To get ahead of the curve, the best strategy is to apply during the off-season for travel. Think of it as visiting your favorite destination when there are no crowds. It's a much more pleasant experience. The sweet spots for submitting your application are typically from January through March and again from September through October. During these months, the holiday rush has subsided, and summer vacation planning hasn't yet hit its peak. With fewer applications flooding the system, the initial review and background check phases tend to move more quickly. Applying during these quieter periods can easily shave several weeks off your wait for conditional approval. It's a simple, proactive step that requires a little bit of foresight, but can have a huge impact on your overall timeline. On the flip side, you should try to avoid applying between May and August, or from November through December if at all possible. This is when CBP is inundated with applications from summer travelers and holiday flyers. Not only does this slow down the initial processing, but it also creates a massive surge in demand for interview appointments a few months later, making it even harder to find an open slot. By strategically choosing your application window, you're not just speeding up your own process, you're also sidestepping the biggest rush for interview times down the road. Of course, the best time to apply is always before you need it. If you have any international travel on the horizon, even if it's 6 to 12 months away, start the process now. The sooner you get your application in, the more time you'll have to leisurely navigate the next steps without the pressure of an impending departure date. A Global Entry membership is valid for 5 years, so applying early is never a waste. Think of it as an investment in 5 years of smoother, happier travels. A little planning today will save you a world of stress tomorrow. This might be the single best trick for speeding up your Global Entry journey enrollment on arrival, or EOA. This brilliant program lets you complete your interview without an appointment as you're re-entering the United States from an international trip. Once you receive your conditional approval, you don't need to hunt for an interview slot online. Instead, you can simply complete the final step of the process during your customs inspection. It's an absolute game changer for anyone who has an international flight already planned. This is how many travelers get fully approved in just a matter of weeks from their application date. Here's how it works after you land at a participating airport. Just follow the signs to the CBP primary inspection area. You'll see signs directing you to a specific lane designated for enrollment on arrival. A CBP officer will conduct your global entry interview and your customs processing at the same time. The interview itself is usually very quick. The officer will verify your passport, take your photo, and scan your fingerprints. It's incredibly efficient. As of 2025, EOA is available at over 50 major U.S. airports and even at 16 international pre-clearance locations where you can clear customs before you even fly to the U.S. And the good news keeps coming. CBP has recently introduced a pilot program called Enrollment on Departure at a couple of key airports, including Washington Dulles IAD and Miami MIA. This is another fantastic option that allows conditionally approved applicants to complete their interview before they depart on an international flight. This is perfect for travelers who may not be returning to an EOA-equipped airport or who simply want to get it done before their trip even starts. Be sure to check the CBP's Trusted Traveler Program's website for the most up-to-date list of participating airports for both EOA and Enrollment on Departure. To take advantage of these programs, you just need to bring the documents you would for a regular interview. Your passport, the one you used for your application, and, it's always a good idea to have a second form of ID, like a driver's license and proof of your current address. By planning your travel to or from an airport that offers one of these services, you can completely bypass the dreaded interview scheduling bottleneck. It's the closest thing to an instant approval you can get, and is, without a doubt, the fastest path from applicant to trusted traveler. If enrollment on arrival or departure isn't an option, securing a traditional interview is like a treasure hunt. New appointment slots and cancellations pop up on the Trusted Traveler Program's portal at all hours. Check multiple times, especially late at night or very early in the morning. Browser extensions and third-party notification services can do the hard work for you, alerting you when a slot opens. Another strategy is to broaden your search to smaller regional airports or land border crossing enrollment centers. Finally, keep an eye out for special pop-up enrollment events by following CBP on social media and checking their website. Congratulations on securing your interview. This final step is simpler than you think. The officer will verify your identity, confirm your application information, and capture biometrics like fingerprints. It's usually very quick. Officers are professional, completing checks before welcoming you. Relax, be prepared, and it'll be over quickly. Bring the correct documents, especially your valid passport. You absolutely must bring your valid passport, and it has to be the same one you used to fill out your application. After questions, they'll take fingerprints and snap a photo. That's it. You'll often be approved immediately. You did it! Your global entry membership is approved, and a world of smoother travel awaits. But to get the full benefit, there are a few simple things you need to do right away. The first and most important is to add your known traveler number to all of your airline loyalty program profiles. Your KTN is your key to accessing TSA PreCheck, and it can be found on your Trusted Traveler Program dashboard online. By adding it to your airline profiles, it will automatically be attached to any future flight bookings you make, ensuring that magical TSA PreCheck logo appears on your boarding passes. Next, make sure you understand how to use the global entry kiosks when you return from your next international trip. The process is incredibly simple. Just look for the signs for global entry, walk up to an open kiosk, and follow the on-screen instructions. You'll be prompted to scan your passport, pose for a photo, and scan your fingerprints on the reader. The kiosk will then print out a receipt that you'll show to the CBP officer at the exit. It's a seamless process that lets you bypass the long lines and get on your way in minutes. While your physical global entry card isn't needed for entering the United States by air, it is required for expedited entry at land and seaports of entry. So when it arrives in the mail, be sure to activate it online as instructed, and then keep it in a safe place, like your wallet or passport holder. It's also a good idea to download the free mobile passport control app from CBP. This app can sometimes be even faster than global entry at certain airports, and serves as a great backup in the rare event that the kiosks are down. Finally, remember that your global entry membership is valid for 5 years and is linked to your passport. If you renew your passport during that time, you must log into your TTP account and update it with your new passport information to keep your benefits active. You can begin the renewal process for global entry up to a year before it expires, and I highly recommend starting it early. There's a grace period where your benefits will continue to work while your renewal is processing, so renewing early ensures you'll have no lapse in your trusted traveler status. Enjoy every moment of your streamlined travels. I know we've covered a lot of ground, so I wanted to leave you with a simple checklist to guide you on your path to global entry. Think of this as your friendly roadmap to success. Following these steps will give you the best possible chance of getting approved quickly and with minimal stress. Travel should be about the destination and the experiences we have, not the hassles at the airport. With a little bit of planning, you can make that a reality. Here's to many happy and seamless journeys ahead. Your quick checklist for global entry success. Gather your documents first, before you even start the application. Collect your passport, driver's license, and records of your addresses, jobs, and international trips for the last 5 years. Submit a perfect application. Fill out the online form with 0 errors. Make sure your name and birth date match your passport exactly. Disclose everything and double-check your work before submitting the $120 fee. Apply during the off-season. Submit your application between January and March or September and October to avoid the biggest backlogs. Wait for conditional approval. Monitor your email and your TTP account. This step can take anywhere from 48 hours to a few months. Use enrollment on arrival. If you get conditional approval and have an international trip planned, use enrollment on arrival to complete your interview without an appointment upon your return. This is the fastest method. Hunt for an interview. If enrollment on arrival isn't an option, check the TTP portal frequently, especially late at night for canceled appointments. Widen your search to smaller, regional enrollment centers that are a short drive away. Prepare for your interview. Bring your passport, another government-issued ID, and proof of address. Be ready to answer questions about your application truthfully and confidently. Activate and use your membership. Once approved, add your known traveler number to all your airline profiles to get TSA PreCheck. When your card arrives, activate it online. Renew early. Set a calendar reminder to renew your membership about a year before it expires to ensure your benefits never lapse. With this plan, you're all set to conquer the world, one stress-free airport at a time. Subscribe for more adventures. Happy travels.